This is the Ministry of Moses, part 86. The Ministry of Moses, part 86. We're going to take our text from Numbers 20, verse 14 to 21. In the Israelites' journey, the point came where there was a need for them to pass through Edom in order to make their journey faster and easier. Remember that both Jacob and Esau were twins. Both of them became a nation according to the word of the Lord. The nation that came out of Jacob is called Israel, and the citizens are the Israelites, while the nation that came out of Esau is called Edom, and the people of that land were called the Edomites. Now Jacob and Esau had both, they are both died, but they were fully, Jacob and Esau had died at at this particular time, but but the descendants of these two people, they were fully aware of what happened between their ancestors. So they knew the story of Jacob. They knew how Jacob collected the birthright of Esau. Though before Esau and Jacob died, they met each other and they were at peace with each other. But it seems the nations that came out of Esau was not willing to be friends with the nation of Israel. No, though Jacob and Esau did not fight when they were alive, but this was not true for their descendants because they chose to embrace war instead of peace, especially the Edomites. I guess they found it hard to forgive the Israelites for what happened between Jacob and Esau many years ago. Now let us consider verse 14 to 21. Now Moses sent messengers to Kadesh, to the king of Edom. Thus says your brother Israel, you know all the hardship that has befallen us, how our fathers went down to Egypt, and we dwelt in Egypt a long time, and the Egyptians afflicted us and our fathers. When we cried out to the Lord, he heard our voice and sent the angel and brought us up out of Egypt. Now here we are in Kadesh, a city on the edge of your border. Please let us pass through your country. We will not pass through fields or vineyards, nor will we drink water from the wells. We will go along the king's highway. We will not only pass through, not going, this statement here says we will go along the king's highway. It means that they will only pass through the road. They will not even relate with anybody on the, in that territory. We will not turn aside to the king's highway. We will not turn aside to the right hand or to the left until we have passed through your territory. Let us consider, these before we move on. Let's look at these verses that I have read before we continue. Now, the Israelites wanted to pass through the land of Edom. They knew how hostile the people of the land was. So they began to, bind themselves with conditions and restrictions just for them to gain an allowance. They even said that they won't do anything in that land except just walking through it. If they are thirsty and there is water to drink or even to buy in their land, they won't buy. Just in case they are going and they see someone that they know trying to greet them and trying to familiarize himself with them, such fellow will be ignored. If they are walking through that land and night came upon them, instead of sleeping in one of the available houses, they will sleep on the road. They were also ready not to enjoy any of their social amenities as they passed through the land. This was all that the Israelites were willing to do just to gain an entrance. They have not even heard the requirement of the Edomites. They are yet to get a feedback, but they have set a lot of measures that they believe will help them gain allowance. Now let us consider verse 18 to 21. Then Edom said to him, you shall not pass through my land. lest I come out against you with the sword. So the children of Israel said to him, we will go by the highway, and if I or my livestock drink any of your waters, then I will pay for it. Let me only pass through on foot, nothing more. Then he said, you shall not pass through. So Edom came out against them with many men and with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his territory. So Israel turned away from him. Now, the statement from verse 18 to 21 is a statement of contention. Genesis chapter 25, verse 26 reveals how Jacob took hold of Esau's heel when they were, when they were yet to be born. And, um, it revealed how Jacob took Esau's heel when they were when the mother was giving birth to them. And this was a prophetic symbol pointing to how the nation of Israel will beg the nation of Edom for an entrance. Genesis chapter 25, verse 22. The Bible revealed that while they were in the womb, they struggled together within Rebekah's womb. Can you see that? This was also another prophetic symbol pointing to the statement of contention that will happen between the nations that will come out of them. What struggled was not the baby in the womb, but the nations that will emerge from the babies after they have lived and died. These two prophetic symbols were actually pointing to the event that will take place after the death of these two people. May the Lord give us deeper insight into His word in Jesus' name. This is the wisdom of God. Don't sell it.